Today, I'll be demonstrating how to weave a Brigids Cross. While there are various methods to make the cross, I've noticed that the techniques portrayed in online videos often differ a bit from my own approach. I find that some individuals seem to make it look more complicated than it is. It's actually quite a simple weave, and the specific way that I have chosen to create these crosses over the past few years personally hold deep spiritual significance for me. It feels more of a ritual and it anchors my focus and intention better, so I'm very excited to share this unique method with all of you today, and hopefully if you find meaning in it too, this method will also become part of your own spiritual practice. Today I will be weaving my cross with straw. Traditionally, Brigids crosses are mostly crafted from rushes. You'll often see them made from those luscious green Irish rushes. But alas, I am not in Ireland and I don't have access to such material. Straw is the resource I have available to me here, so that is what I will be using today. If you don't have either of those, willow branches can also be a good choice. Failing that, any type of pliable plant material available to you can be used. For crafting a large Brigids cross, I use 21 strands, but you can make smaller ones with 17 or 13 strands if you wish. If you're working with straw, you may encounter brittleness and find that they have a tendency to snap easily, in which case you can soak them in water for around half an hour before you weave. So that's what I'm about to do now. St. Brigid's Day, on which the crosses are traditionally made, falls on the 1st of February, also known as Imbolc, which marks the beginning of spring in the Celtic calendar. It is a time when new growth and the first signs of life emerge. Therefore, the use of natural plant materials reflects the seasonal and agrarian significance of this craft. These traditional materials not only contribute to the symbolic and cultural significance of Brigids crosses, but also showcase the resourcefulness of utilising locally available natural materials for artistic and spiritual expression. Personally, I find that using locally sourced natural materials really help to enhance one's connection to the land. So please do try to use materials available from your local area if you can. Saying that, I have attended coven meetings where crosses were woven with paper straws, and that's absolutely fine too if that's all that is available to you. What's most important is your mindset and how you approach weaving this sacred symbol. City life does have its challenges at times, and there's no need to be spending a huge amount of money to import materials, unless you want to of course, or stealing material from private properties. Okay, I seem to be speaking a lot today. This is supposed to be a short video, so I'll jump and let's get weaving. If you soaked your straws, just give them a quick pat dry with a towel, and also make sure you have a bit of thread or string ready for tying the legs of the cross later on. First step is to choose your thickest, strongest strand from your pile of 21 straws. I choose to begin my weave by holding this straw horizontally to symbolically represent the meeting point between the earth and the sky, where the sun rises and sets each day. By aligning this action with the depiction of the horizon, I am symbolically acknowledging the sun's daily journey across the sky, from its ascent to its descent. If I have a candle lit, I also sometimes like to just hold this starting point up to the flame as a visual tribute and a mindful acknowledgement of the sun's vital role in sustaining life on the planet. By starting the weaving process this way, one is offering a nod to the sun's life-giving energy and its influence on the cyclical rhythms of nature. In this way, holding the first straw horizontally to symbolise the horizon becomes not only a practical step in the weaving process, but also a meaningful connection to the sun and its importance in our lives and the natural world. So if you have the time, it's nice to just sit with that first strand for a while before you weave and connect to the appreciation of those solar energies. Next, I take a strand, pinch it in the centre and fold it upwards towards the sun. Before turning the weave Deosil, clockwise, and repeat the process with the other straws. Pinch, fold up to the sun, and turn Deosil. Pinch, fold up to the sun, and turn Deosil. I turn the cross Deosil or clockwise when weaving as a mark of respect and acknowledgement of the sun's influence and power. I am in the northern hemisphere, and so this clockwise motion reflects the natural path of the sun as it rises in the east and sets in the west, symbolising its life-giving energy and warmth. In honouring the sun through this ritual, we also recognise the solar aspects of the goddess Brigid, who embodies the nurturing and illuminating qualities associated with the sun. As a patroness of fire and hearth, Brigid's solar symbolism aligns with her role as a bringer of creativity, vitality, and protection. By intertwining our acknowledgement of the sun's vital role in sustaining life and growth with the solar aspects embodied by Brigid, this practice fosters a deeper connection with the cyclical nature of the sun's journey and underscores our reverence for the sun's presence in our lives, as well as the guiding light and inspiration represented by the solar goddess Brigid. And here we are at our final piece of straw. You'll need to pull out the top folding so that it makes a loop through which you can thread your final strand. Pull this tight and we have almost completed our craft. All that's left is to bind the ends with some string. I do have a specific way that I tie mine, but this video is long enough. I don't want to overcomplicate the process, so please do knot the ends in a way that is meaningful to you. You can also make use of some elastic bands to help hold the legs in place whilst you bind them. Before binding, I like to make any final adjustments to the central woven square. After binding, I remove the bands and cut the ends of straw to about equal length. And there we are, our Brigids Cross is complete. As you can see, the act of weaving the cross itself is quite simple, yet it holds the potential to be an extremely meaningful and profound experience. It serves as a tangible expression of reverence for solar energy, for the goddess Brigid and the cyclical rhythms of nature, offering us a sacred opportunity to connect with the timeless symbolism of the sun's life-giving power. And that is my method for weaving the Brigids Cross. I actually have a song I wrote about this particular method of weaving the cross, or Celtic sunwheel. I haven't quite released it yet. I'm not sure if it will be out in time for Imbolc this year, as I do have quite a busy schedule at the moment, but if you're interested in hearing it, that's something to look out for on my channel. And if you're watching this video in the future, it may already be out, so please do check in the description box for links. I also have 2 additional songs about weaving the Brigids Cross to come, and one called Weave a Brigids Cross for the Goddess, which I already released earlier this year on my Another Turn of the Wheel album. So you can check that out on my channel. It's also available on Spotify, iTunes, and all other major music streaming platforms, including TikTok if any of you want to play it and share your Brigids Crosses with me. So if you do have TikTok, please go and do that. I would love to see all of your beautiful creations. So that's all from me for today. I wish you all very merry and blessed spring beginnings. May the gentle stirrings of Imbolc awaken your heart as Brigid's flame lights your path for this new start.